Alright, Ronan MMA, welcome back to the channel. I mentioned yesterday I was going to be doing a video that is Israel Adesanya positive. This entire fight week, I haven't really had a good thing to say about him. And after yesterday, at the press conference, when he came out wearing a dog collar and a dress, or half of a dress, or whatever you want to call it, I then had an inner struggle with myself on whether or not I was going to do this video because I thought, God damn, dude, you make it real hard to say nice things about you because there's going to be a bunch of people that are extremely irritated with you by this point in fight week, and I will probably just get made fun of. But if you know my, or if you watch my content or my channel at all, you will be well aware that I do not like Israel Adesanya, okay? There are plenty of things that I think he can be criticized for, not just to do with fighting, but his personality, okay? I think he's obnoxious at times and annoying, okay? He grew a boob, which is extremely sus, okay? That usually indicates some sort of PED use. And if you don't believe me, go watch Derek for More Plates, More Dates. He has a video on Israel Adesanya directly regarding his, 1B cup that he's got on his chest, despite him being like a male in his 30s, okay? All of the super cringe, cliche fucking movie quotes, like, I'll leave him frozen like Elsa, or, my life's a movie, or this is my 8 Mile moment, or pressure makes diamonds and I'm gonna shine, or, dude, there's literally so many of them. They're endless, okay? Because that's how he talks. He's like, you could probably create an AI just of movie quotes and then have like a hologram Israel Adesanya up on stage and just press different buttons on your soundboard and nobody would know the difference. It's annoying and cringe, okay? But with that being said, in the spirit of semi-fairness, I'm going to try to get through this video being positive and recognizing the one thing that I think he deserves respect for. Before we get into this, please like and subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it. I'll thank you in advance because I'm Canadian, eh? And we're polite. So thank you very much, eh? Now, Israel Adesanya, for sure, without a doubt. Well, to preface this, okay? For those of you that don't know, I have a guilty pleasure that some of you may make fun of because there's people out there that think that these things are for children and shit like that. I like to play video games, okay? I haven't gamed in like a couple months probably, but whenever a new From Software game comes out, I'm excited and I play through it and I typically like finish it 100%. Like I platinum it. I don't stop till it's done. Well, no. I play for a couple hours every day, not literally all day, but I won't stop playing the game until I've like 100% achieved it. I like to play From Software games. I think I just said that, but whatever, dude. Anyways, Israel Adesanya, for sure, without a doubt, has a gamer's mentality, okay? He does. And what he reminds me of is, and again, if you don't know video games or you, whatever, you're not going to understand this reference whatsoever, but he reminds me of like a From Software speedrunner, okay? Or like dudes that do no-hit runs or no damage runs. And almost to like he has to almost do a no damage or no hit run in this fight coming up against Alex Pereira because we know that even his leg kicks are going to damage Israel Adesanya to the point where he can't fight the same. Okay. In another lifetime, he may be one of these kids sitting in front of a camera playing video games for hours on end, doing speed runs until they get the world record or whatever it may be, okay? Alex Pereira, though, is his final boss. That's what he is. And I know that this might be cringe because he always tries to equate himself to like a movie shit or whatever anime. But dude, Alex, I think this is an apt comparison. Alex Pereira is his final boss, okay? He's the demon of hatred. He's Father Owl. He's Ishan the Sword Saint, Melania, the Lord of Blood. He's the Elden Beast, whatever you want to call him, dude. He's his final boss, okay? But it seriously does remind me of this. Again, I don't know how many people are going to be able to relate to this, but I still wanted to do this because I thought it was a fun comparison. And, if you don't recognize the thumbnail, that's okay because I made it for me. I thought it was funny. I got a good laugh out of it. It's from the game Sekiro Shadows Die Twice, which is a From Software game. It is my personal favorite From Software game. I've got the Pops character of him right there, okay, where my thumb was. And the reason why it says Shadows Die Thrice underneath is just a funny little wordplay, okay, because he's lost 3 times to this dude. But regardless, if you want to make fun of me, dude, roast me in the comments. Call me a child. That's okay, guy. I'm fine with that. But, yeah. Aside from all of the obvious, dire physical consequences and the potential millions of dollars that are on the line, gaming and fighting can be somewhat comparable, especially these kinds of games, because it takes a lot of mental fortitude to fucking keep trying after you've lost like 100 times to fucking Melania, dude. And also, reminds me of Israel Adesanya and Alex Pereira round 1 of their first fight in MMA. You fight her however many times it takes you. You get her first health bar down. You're like, God damn, fuck yeah, dude, I just beat her. No, you didn't. Cutscene incoming. Second phase incoming. New health bar. What? Dude, that's probably what Israel Adesanya thought after round 1. When Alex Pereira came out in round 2 and looked fine, dude. After getting wobbled horribly. Israel Adesanya was probably like, went back to his corner after that buzzer and thought, right, cool. You know what I mean? His health bar is like, here, I'm going to go fuck him up. I'm going to have a heal potion. I'm going to go out there, finish him off real quick. And then he comes out there and Alex Pereira's just like, what's up, dude? No problem. Okay. Insane to me. Insane. I was actually going to use Melania for Alex Pereira's face, but I thought that her body was way too feminine for him. But she is undoubtedly probably the hardest boss of all of their games. But anyways, it's maddening when this happens in a game, okay? It is. It's maddening. But, you just keep fucking trying. But the thing is that you keep trying without any physical consequences. Unless you yourself give yourself a concussion by smashing your own controller against your head or some fucking shit like that. But there's the fact that Israel Adesanya is willing to keep trying against a guy who, like, clearly has his number, but not just has his number, like, hurts him. Do you know what I mean? Giving him concussions, knocking him out cold, and then basically having him out on his feet. Like taking his UFC belt, which is insane. The stakes are way higher the third fight than they were in the second fight. He's probably so irritated, okay, losing his mind, but he keeps trying. And I'm gonna show appreciation and respect to that, because not only is it admirable that he's like continuing to try and beat the guy that keeps finishing him, but it gives us the opportunity to watch this fight. Their first fight, I was more excited for that fight than almost any UFC fight in recent memory, because the aspect that I love the most about mixed martial arts is high-level striking. They are two of the best strikers on the planet. Okay, Alex Pereira may very well be the best pound-for-pound kickboxer of all time. There is no other champion in glory who has done what he has done. Point blank, period. And we get to see them fight in the UFC, the biggest fight promotion on planet Earth, okay, in a cage with 4-ounce gloves. It is fucking amazing. The fact that he's taken this rematch, now I'm more excited for this fight than I can remember being for any other. This might be the most anticipated fight in UFC middleweight history, okay? And if you don't think so, that's fine. It's my most anticipated fight, though. I can't fucking wait, because we know what the first one looked like. We know that Israel Adesanya is not going to be able to fucking do what he did against Jared Cannonier or do what he did against Yoel Romero or whatever to win. He's going to have to fight, because Alex Pereira makes him fucking fight. It's like when you find a boss that you can't beat and you go, what the fuck? And you look up online how to cheese it. I don't do this, okay, because I'm a masochist and I like to feel pain and humiliation. I'm just kidding. But you look it up, you find out a cheese method, and you go, okay, cool. And then you fucking do the cheese method. And it's like, it takes you forever because it's cheesy, and you just like chip away at them, but you don't get touched. There are bosses, though, where that doesn't work against. You can't cheese them. They don't let you. Alex Pereira is that fucking boss. He does not let you get away with cheesing him. It truly does remind me of it really reminds me of this shit, man. I know that there's not going to be a whole lot of people in my audience, or maybe, but the age demographic I can see, right? Most of the people that watch my shit are like in their 30s, 30 to what, I can't remember the age bracket, 18 to 27 maybe, and then 28 to 35 or something like that. That's the biggest one by far. So if you think I'm a child, that's okay. But either way, I really do think that it's fucking. I think that if Israel Adesanya lost this fight coming up this Saturday, right, gets knocked out, I think if he was given unlimited opportunities to continue to try to beat Alex Pereira, I think he would do that, which I think is admirable because of the physical consequences that are involved, because of the humiliation aspect that is involved, because you're in front of 20,000 people live, millions of people on pay-per-view, like people watching you get fucked up. I think he would keep trying until he was fucking like Stephen Hawking drooling in a fucking wheelchair, except with an IQ of like 20 from all the brain damage that he's taken. And I think he would go back to the bonfire, try to craft some item that would help him, okay? Maybe whatever it was that gave him a boob, who knows? And I think he would go back and try again, and he would just keep getting fucked up, but I don't think he would ever stop. You know what I mean? So while I absolutely fucking hate that this is like a comparison he would make of himself, okay? I don't like how he acts like he's the main character in everybody else's life. One thing that I thought was not okay, I thought it was cool. He acknowledged yesterday that, or not yesterday, at Media Day, he's the protagonist of his story, and he views Alex as the antagonist, but he is aware that Alex is the protagonist in his own story, and he views Israel as the antagonist, because Israel, he really does act like he's the main character in your movie. And it's like, no, dude, you're you. Like, fuck off, okay? And I am sick of the cringy quotes. And after yesterday, dude, the dog collar, holy fucking shit. Don't do that again, please. That is so cringe. I'm wondering, all the guys that say, like, the culture? He does it for the culture. Like, there's this dude on, I can't stand listening to Andrew Schultz's podcast because I think that the laughs are way too fake and over the top, and it's just like, oh, shut up. But his producer, or whatever he is horrible to me, dude. Alex, he's like a Dominican dude, but he is ultra wokeified and says the dumbest shit sometimes, and he makes me angry. He was literally crying to Israel Adesanya, saying, what you've done for the culture, blah, 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 this and that, because, of course, everything has to be made about race, okay? I wonder what those people in the culture thought of their mans, okay, going up on stage with a dog collar on and a dress. Because typically, this is generalizing a little bit, but there's a lot of minorities, and ethnic minorities, who really are not cool with the whole alphabet shit. And they would view that as like, huh, dude? You got something you ain't telling us? We gonna fucking have to take away your culture card? You know what I mean? But, yeah, again, man, I know that there might not be a whole lot of people that understand this shit. I like playing video games. If you want to make fun of me, again, roast me, flame me, whatever you want to call it. They're fun to me. I have a healthy relationship with them. I'm not wasting, like, time. I will literally, if there is a game that I want to play, I will wake up earlier in the morning than I already do to play that game, to get it done before I have the rest of my day, the shit that I have to do for the rest of my day. So, healthy relationship. But yeah, man, I respect that he's a gamer, dude. He keeps trying, and it would be hard. And I know that there's going to be people out there that are like, yeah, well, fuck, he's getting paid this. He's, you know what I mean? Fucking, of course he would take it and whatever. And it's like, yeah, man, but there would be an internal struggle there. You would be like, fuck, like, really? Do I want to go fight this guy again? He keeps fucking beating me. Usually when they're doing a fourth fight, which I don't know if has ever happened in the UFC aside from Brandon Moreno and Davidson Figueiredo. I can't think of one off the top of my head. There may have been one like a long time ago in the not so modern era, but typically there's like a weird one in there, right? Like a draw. And then someone's not actually up on the whatever. But at this point, you're 0-3, my guy. And he keeps trying. So I appreciate it a lot. And I just wanted to do one video at least that was somewhat Israel Adesanya positive, because I think that, you know, as I said, while he's annoying and obnoxious and cringe and grew a boob and all of that shit, he still deserves some modicum of respect, because he is a fighter, and we know that he's not going out there to leg kick at range. You know, he has to go in there, and he kept saying on media day, you know, I'm gonna make him fight for his life. Well, this is a fight for his life, and well, not literally speaking, but you know what the fuck I meant, Kay. Anyways, dude, that's it. I'm sorry if you don't like this one, but it was me hoping that there may be some other people in here that like to play these games and will know what the fuck I'm talking about, okay? But anyways, bro. See you at the next video. An instant reaction to the fights. If anything crazy happens at weigh-ins, though, I will make a video or later this afternoon. Don't you worry. Or if any crazy news stories come about, I will do that also. I got super lucky with my breaking news video that I did about a week ago, where I said that John Jones and Stipe and Vulcan Holloway had been made official for International Fight Week, which was not true. I got duped. And then they made Volkanovski and Rodriguez, so I got kind of lucky on that one. But anyways, dude, like and subscribe. I greatly appreciate it. I'll thank you in advance because I'm polite. Thank ya, and I'll see ya at the next one. Bye-bye.